Welcome to Byte-Sized Tech. Today, we're digging into the huge tech trends that are changing, well, pretty much everything about our digital lives. You see, artificial intelligence isn't just in some lab anymore. It's in our apps, it's in our pockets, and it is growing faster than anyone expected. So here's what we've got on tap. First, we'll look at how AI is finally rolling up its sleeves and getting to work in the apps we use every day. Then, we have to talk about privacy in this new age. After that, we'll see how our gadgets are evolving, sometimes in weird ways. Check out the new silicon war brewing on our desktops. And finally, we'll take a peek at what's just around the corner. Okay, let's just dive right in. For the last couple of years, AI has kind of felt like a cool party trick, right? Fun to play with, but maybe not that useful. Well, that's all changing. It's moving way beyond being a novelty and becoming a tool that's so powerful it's almost essential, and it's being baked right into the software we depend on. And this quote from a VP at Microsoft just nails it. We're talking about a whole new era of human-agent collaboration. Think about that. It's not just us using AI anymore. It's about working alongside it, like a partner that can actually handle some really complex stuff. This idea is key to everything we're about to see. Which brings us to this term you're going to hear a lot more. Agentic OS. This is the big dream that companies like Microsoft are chasing. I mean, imagine telling your computer, hey, plan my trip to Hawaii, find the best flights, book a nice hotel, and make me an itinerary. And an AI agent just goes and does it all for you, autonomously. That's the future they're trying to build. And this agentic future, it's already starting to pop up in the apps we use. In Microsoft Office, there's a thing called vibe working, where an agent can build a whole spreadsheet just from a simple idea you give it. Anthropic's new Claude model is basically an expert coding agent that can work on its own for over 30 hours straight. Even shopping is getting an agent, with ChatGPT handling purchases for you. And it's changing how we learn and have fun too, with AI hosts on YouTube Music and Google Gemini acting like your own personal tutor. But here's the thing. For an AI to be that smart, to plan your trip or teach you something new, it needs to know you. And it needs data, a ton of data. Which brings us to the kind of scary hidden cost of this whole revolution, our privacy. Yeah, this line is chillingly accurate. And we're not talking about your social media followers here. We're talking about a massive, mostly invisible industry that has built these incredibly detailed profiles on all of us. And usually, we don't even know it's happening. So, who's doing this? They're called data brokers. They're basically the middlemen of the data world. They scrape up your info from public records, what you buy, where you go, and then they package it all up and sell it to advertisers, businesses, and yeah, sometimes even scammers. So this really lays out the choice we have if we want to try and get some of that privacy back. You can go the DIY route, spend tons of your own time hunting down these brokers and filling out endless forms. Or you can hire a professional service that does it all for you, using their expertise and even legal muscle to get it done. The catch? It's a paid subscription. The good news is people are pushing back, and that's leading to some new safety guardrails. We're starting to see real, practical tools like parental controls for ChatGPT. And Google is now using its AI to spot ransomware attacks in Drive and stop them in their tracks. Even governments are stepping in. California, for example, passed a new law that forces the big AI companies to be way more open about their safety measures. All right, let's switch gears and see how this whole AI revolution is showing up in the physical world, in the gadgets we actually wear and use. The intelligence is literally moving off the screen and into our lives. This quote from a review of Amazon's new AI-powered Alexa just hits the nail on the head. It perfectly sums up where we are with smart assistants. Sure, they're getting more capable and you can talk to them more naturally, but it doesn't really feel like one single smart brain is running the show. It's more like a bunch of parts that don't always work together smoothly. Just look at the new Meta Ray-Ban smart glasses. The hardware has made these huge leaps forward. Doubling the battery life, that's a total game changer. But the smart part, the actual AI that's supposed to understand what you're looking at, is still a mixed bag. It just goes to show you that the hardware is often way ahead of the AI software that's supposed to make it magical. And, as this tech gets smaller and closer to our bodies, new and kind of freaky risks pop up. This is a pretty wild story. A guy's Samsung Galaxy Ring battery supposedly swelled up and got stuck on his finger, and he had to go to the hospital to get it cut off. It's a stark reminder that even the smallest gadgets can have some seriously big problems. But it's not all doom and gloom. The fact that these things are getting smaller also has some amazing benefits. Check this out. The new AirPods Pro can now track your heart rate so accurately that it matches a dedicated medical-grade chest strap. That's a huge deal for health and fitness, putting a high-quality sensor in something millions of us wear every single day anyway. So all this AI in your glasses, your earbuds, your apps, it needs some serious horsepower to run. And that demand has kicked off a brand new and really fierce battle for the future of computing. And it's happening right inside our desktops and laptops. At the heart of this war is brand new silicon. I mean, just look at these numbers for Qualcomm's new Snapdragon chip. For years, Apple's M-series chips have been the kings of performance. No one could touch them. But these numbers show Qualcomm isn't just catching up, it's actually beating Apple's M4 Pro chip in multi-core performance. This chart really puts it all in perspective. That multi-core score is what you need for those complex AI tasks. The fact that a chip made for Windows PCs is now at the top of the chart, even beating Apple's Pro-level silicon, that is a massive deal. It's going to completely shake up the laptop market. And you better believe Microsoft is taking this seriously. They recently announced a huge internal shakeup, bringing their main Windows teams back together under one big group. And why? They said it themselves. To build that agentic OS we were talking about. They're literally restructuring the company to build for this AI-powered future. Of course, while we're all waiting for that super smart future, our current desktops can feel a little messy. So here's a quick pro tip for you. You can easily clean up your Windows 11 Start menu. Just dive into the settings, add shortcuts to the folders you actually use, like Documents, and, this is the big one, turn off all those annoying recommended ads and app promotions. It's a small change that makes a huge difference. Okay, let's wrap this up by looking ahead. Based on all the latest reports, leaks, and what companies are saying, the next year and a half is going to be absolutely transformational. Here's the roadmap. Late 2025, we're expecting Apple to drop a bunch of new hardware. Then, early 2026, those crazy powerful Snapdragon PCs are going to hit the stores. And all through next year, watch Google, because they're planning to merge Android's core technology into Chrome OS, all to speed up their own AI development. And there's more to keep an eye on. We might see new AirTags from Apple and maybe a faster Apple TV. But the real wild card could be OpenAI. The rumor is they're building their own social media app, like TikTok, but where the videos are generated by their Sora 2 AI. I mean, can you imagine that? It could totally change what it means to be a creator online. So all of this, it all leads to one really fundamental question. As our tech gets smarter and sinks deeper into our lives, who's really in the driver's seat? Are we controlling the algorithm, or is the algorithm starting to control us? It's definitely something to think about as this all unfolds. If you enjoyed this episode, please like, comment, share, and subscribe.